guys, back up from a pat here guys. Today is another very exciting video. You guys know I have my bunches of bananas all around my garden, but guys, today we are going to be planting a plantain. So guys, this is the big cousin of the banana tree. So literally guys, I got this a few days ago when I toured a 20-acre farm, Jamaica Farms, in Fort Pierce, Florida. I got this plantain and I've been wanting a plantain literally for years, so I'm super excited. So we're going to talk today about how to find the right location for, to plant your plantain. And you know, we're going to talk about what kind of soil, what kind of conditions a plantain needs so they can grow and thrive. So guys, literally I've been walking around for 3 days trying to find the right location. A plantain is a fruit, of course, so it needs good sun, it needs full sun, and my garden is pretty much full. I didn't want to plant anything in the middle of the garden, so I've been kind of trying to find a spot in between the trees. Plantains are going to grow really tall. You can see my banana trees are tall. Plantains are going to grow even taller. So I want to plant it somewhere where it won't really block or shade out anything. So in this spot here, I actually had dug up some cassava, I would say probably close to a year ago. So I have that little space open. I had planned on planting more cassava, but I said, you know what guys, since I already have 4 banana trees over on this side coming up, why not just put the plantain right beside it? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so what kind of soil does it like? Plantains, you want it to have good rich soil. Plantains, just like their cousin bananas, they are very heavy feeders. So wherever you plant it, you want to plant it in good rich soil. You can add manures to it. As a matter of fact, with most of my bananas, I can take the chicken bedding with manure, chicken manure in it, and put it straight on the roots. Of course, this is a very tiny plant, so I won't do that right away. However, when I plant it, I'm going to make sure I'm going to add some good garden soil, I'm going to add some worm castings and make sure that it's really good and rich. Also, you want to make sure when you're planting these trees that like a lot of water. So it likes a lot of food, it likes a lot of water. You want to kind of plant it, at least I'm choosing to plant it more on the low. So even though the yard looks pretty level, the side over there is a little bit higher than over here. And I noticed that most of my plants that I plant on this side, they do very, very well. They grow really well. And I really don't have to water much. I do have a sprinkler system now, but it's really just a light sprinkler system. It doesn't really, give you that heavy watering. So I'll talk some more as I start planting. So in the mornings, this side gets full sun, and it has full sun for most of the day. Right now, it's the evening time. That's why the sun is really on the east side. But if I plant it on this side, it's going to get sun most of the day. So because I had dug up some cassava here before, as a matter of fact, I just found a little piece of cassava here, a leftover cassava. So because I dug up this place before, I had harvested cassava. This ground is pretty loose, and the ground is looks pretty dark. But because it's a plantain, I'm gonna make sure I add some good soil. I don't think I have any fertilizer. I don't have any what is this? Some kind of onion. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Let me show you. So guys, look at this. Guys, you know what that is? I think that is rabbit poop right there. It's just dried up, but I think that's rabbit poop. We have a lot of rabbits in the garden, so I think that's rabbit poop. So I'm gonna actually scrape it in there as I dig. So I'm just basically breaking up the soil. It's a very small plant, but I'm just making sure that the soil is really well dug up. And because I planted cassava there, you can see the soil is pretty good. So I don't think I'm going to need a whole lot of amendments, but I will be fertilizing it and giving it nourishment as time goes on. So I'm using the fork to loosen it up And then I'm gonna go back with the shovel and create the hole. Because this area also had wood chips on it before, you can see what they call the saprophytic fungi actually breaking on the soil. So that's what all this white is. So this is really a great spot. It's better not to disturb the soil, but I have to disturb the soil in order to plant this. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig my hole now and get my plantain in there. So I'm gonna dig the hole deep enough so the plantain is just about where the root ball is. The soil is at the root ball level, but I'm gonna dig it a little bit wider so that the roots have space to spread. And I really don't have to worry too much about damaging the roots of the banana, because the bananas cannot grow straight down. They don't really grow across much. So I think we will be good. The banana is about, I would say, maybe 4 feet from here. But by the time this grows up, I'll probably be done harvesting those bananas. And if not, ooh, what is that? Wow, guys. I think I actually found some cassava in here. Yep, found some leftover cassava in here. Wow. So guys, I actually still have cassava under the ground. I harvested this cassava probably close to a year ago. I'm very, very surprised. There is a big old chunk of cassava here. Wow, I did not expect this. Hold on. Let me see. Let me show you. Look at this. I just took a big chunk of cassava out. Oh, look at that. See that? That's cassava. Guys, this is cassava. That will I'll probably have this for dinner tonight. Oh my gosh, look at this. Guys, look at that. I harvested this probably close to a year ago, and I still have a fresh piece of cassava in here, guys. This is why I love planting cassava all around my garden. And I'm going to be doing a cassava video soon, where I'm going to be planting more. But look at this. I had no clue that there was cassava in here. I got a little piece out earlier when I was digging around, and look at this now. So there's probably even more in here, left over from the harvest. I thought it would have dried up. Normally when you harvest cassava, it goes bad like within days, but I guess because it was still on the ground, it stayed fresh. Let's try dig it. Let me dig it and see if it's really fresh. Take my fingernail. Look at that, guys. White, beautiful cassava. This is sweet cassava. If you guys want to get some cassava sticks to grow, cassava grows by stick. You just stick the stick in the ground and it grows. If you want to get cassava to grow, you can check my Etsy store. I sell the sticks online. All right, so let's get back to digging. Alright, guys, so it's basically at the soil level. I literally feel like I don't even need to add any back soil, but I think I have a couple bags of garden soil. I'm gonna just mix in like half a bag of garden soil. I'm gonna add some azomite also. Azomite adds the minerals the plant needs back into the soil. So I'm gonna add some azomite. I'm gonna add some maybe add a little. I'm gonna add some azomite. I'm gonna add some earthworm castings. I do have some fireplace ash. So you have it, guys. I mixed in the native soil, or the soil that was there before. I mean, it looked pretty rich. I add like 1/3 bag of back soil. I added 1 handful of azomite, 1 handful, like a heaping handful of earthworm castings. Mixed everything together and I filled in the hole. And as you can see, I made sure that the soil was just at the same root line, at the same soil level as it was in the pot. And then one of the most important things is make sure you have a good layer of mulch, because the mulch will keep the moisture in. Whenever you transplant a plant, well, bananas and plantains love moisture. They like a moist soil. However, whenever you transplant a plant, you always add mulch to keep the moisture in. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be making sure that this stays moist. I'm going to make sure to water it what I may do just to keep the nutrients up, what I may do when I water it, I'll add a little fish emulsion at least maybe once every week or once every couple weeks for the first few weeks, just to give it that extra nutrition. But there you have it, guys. I finally have my plants in and I'm super excited. Hopefully, based on what Brainard, who is the owner of Jamaica Farm, says, this can fruit in 9 months. So next year, this time, I should have some fruit. Of course, plantains and bananas take a long time before they ripen. So it may be another 4 or 5 months until I'm able to harvest it. And also, don't forget, guys, here is the cassava that I pulled out. So I'm going to be probably eating this for breakfast tomorrow. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, bye now. Going out there, plant something today. Bye now.